Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you all for joining with us in this wonderful evening. I am Kamrula. Today I am your host. I am Kamrula. I am from Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member, and I feel honored to host this webinar. And it's my delight to welcome you all to our institution of global professionals. Thank you again all for joining with us in this marvelous afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 468 webinar. Before starting our webinar, I request you to share this webinar in your news feed, and time to time you like our Facebook page and subscribe our YouTube channel, and don't forget to mention your friend. So let's together and learn together. Before we have completed our 467 webinars successfully, today I will be presenting webinar number 468, and the topic is the great leadership traits. Today we have a brilliant speaker from Philippines. Today our speaker name is Girio M. Macarile Jr. He is a school head of San Antonio Elementary School, Concepcion, South District. He is also consultant in learning resource management system of Concepcion, South District. He is also a disaster risk reduction management coordinator of Concepcion, South District. Let's welcome our speaker to the screen. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir, for
Thank
joining.
you so much, sir, for a wonderful and heartwarming introduction.
Thank you, sir.
Is it my slide visible now, sir?
Yes, sir. Make it full screen, sir. Okay, sir. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, so of course, good morning to each and everyone. My name is Greg, and I'm 39-year-old. I am a postgraduate with a degree of Doctor of Philosophy, major in Educational Leadership from University of Saint LaSalle, Philippines. I now work as a school manager or a school head at the Department of Education for almost 12 years. And I'm currently assigned at San Antonio Elementary School, Concepcion South District, Philippines. This public institution entrusted to my care is the fourth school assignment wherein the people of the community, stakeholders, teachers, learners, and other clients are different from the previous station where I was assigned. You know, my way of motivating, guiding, and managing groups of people are varied, depends upon to the needs and situation. In a workplace, I have a lot of experience in managing and leading people. And one thing that I have realized is something that I really would like to share to all of you today. And it's all about the leadership traits. I know that majority of you, our dear participants on this webinar, are leaders, potential leaders, and others aiming to become a leader. Way back 2014, I was like you. I did what you are doing today in a different platform, attending the training. And that is because we really wanted to learn skills that we need to lead effectively. And if you really want to make it, we must learn ideas on leadership traits. Leadership traits is important for all of us because these are essential qualities that we can make as effective leader in a workplace. Whether you are managing a team, a department, or an entire school, these traits allow us to guide the people and projects to success. Wherever you are, leaders are important. Whether it's to lead powerful organization or just to make a group of friends having a good time. Because the main goal is to bring out the best in people. Here are the traits that all great leaders possess. Radiate positive energy. Leaders radiate positive energy. A leader must never be pessimistic about the working of the team and always radiate positive energy. If you are managing or leading an organization, there's nothing more important in a team than passion and the will to succeed. And having a positive leader is an important part of that because when you are a leader who radiate positive energy, you can make people around you feel safe and happy, isn't it? And anyone who feels safe and happy are productive and perform well to achieve goal and success. On the other hand, leaders who radiate negative energy can make people afraid and sad. The question is, how can you bring out the best within you if you are afraid, sad, and not inspired anymore? So, therefore, we can be an effective leader if we can radiate positive energy to the people entrusted to our hands. But how to radiate positivity? So here are the first thing that we can do in our workplace. First, smile. Let us always meet each other with a smile. For a smile is the beginning of being productive. The smile costs nothing, right? But it creates much. It creates happiness in the workplace, fosters goodwill in the school organization, and it is the countersign of friends. And speaking of friends, my dear participants, the more friends you have, the more chances for you to accomplish your work reports and tasks easily. Because I am sure your true friends will help you all the time and all the way. Another way of Radiating positivity is expression of gratitude. It is strongly correlated with feelings of happiness. And according to psychologists, those who regularly express gratitude exhibit higher levels of personal well being. You know, I've been doing this for years, and over time, your mind begins to learn to pay attention to the things for which you are grateful rather than the things you wish you had. As this happens, you'll find you gradually begin to spread your gratitude to others the moment it happens. Stop complaining is another way of radiating positivity. When something doesn't go your way or doesn't live up to your expectations, it can be easy to complain as a means of releasing the stress and negative energy you're feeling as the result of that disappointing situation. But at the end of the day, complaining is really just another way of keeping your mind stuck in the past and not particularly desirable past at that. Living in the present is the way to move forward. After all, the present moment is all we really only ever have. To radiate positivity, we should accept and move forward rather than dwelling on the past that you can no longer control. Practice the art of acceptance. This involves interrupting the negative train of thought and reminding yourself that this feeling is temporary. What has happened. And you only have the ability to control your actions in the present moment. Sometimes I browse it in the Facebook, in the social media, and I see updates that's just rays of negativity. These people who have shared and posted negative thoughts are not good leaders. And more often, they are not very successful either. Because the great leaders radiate positive energy. Not only decide make them more likable, building a more trust, and also boost the team's morale. Studies have shown that positive relationship between team morale and productivity. So therefore, as a leader, we have to radiate positive energy for them to become productive. And please do not let negativity keep you away from happy living. Always remember, my dear participants, we are living in a beautiful and wonderful world. Agree? Yes, of course. Another trait of a great leader is a proactive attitude. A proactive leader anticipates challenges and problems and has a plan for handling them. And if the problem is so unresolved, great leaders know what to focus on at any given point in time. I have an experience when I was a classroom teacher way back 2010. Our school principal and the school planning team planned for an orientation among parents. I used to be in charge on the parents' orientation in school. So basically, we will inform the parent participants with the important information like when and where it will be conducted. It was a very busy day, and for some reason, I forgot to invite the person who's supposed to be the resource speaker in the event. I really don't know what to do. But luckily, our school principal was there. So I explained her what happened. He did not blame me. He did not ask how it happened. Instead, he called for another capable person to talk, and he himself served as resource speaker also, as part of the solution to the problem. At the end of the day, my school principal sat down at me to talk about how it can prevent something like this from happening again. From this experience, I realized that when something goes wrong, it's easy to blame someone else or to find out why it happened immediately. But the great leader put it aside. They shift their focus entirely on solving the problem arises. So now, if the problem is so unresolved, great leaders know what to focus. And at any given point in time, they are proactive. Approachable. Being approachable is another trait of a leader that can improve relationships and interactions in both social and professional workplace. In the office and at work, it can help you communicate and collaborate more effectively. An approachable leader is one who is reliable, welcoming, friendly, and easy to talk to. Once you are an approachable leader, the people around you feel comfortable and trust you easily. Year 2018, when our superintendent advised me to transfer to another station, I grabbed the opportunity because the station where I about to serve was near to our area. Then one day, I met my district supervisor. After 2 months of working with her, I observed that she is consistent with her friendly facial expression. She maintained eye contact when talking to someone, always think positive, and encourage feedback from us. From then, I realized that the way we look at the people, our facial expression, the positive attitude, has contribution for being an approachable person. A great leader is one with their teammates could see themselves approaching whenever they have a concern and when they have simple needs, someone to discuss. A more productive work environment is one where employees are not afraid and have a courage to speak their concern or problems that they encounter. The great leaders encourage feedback for all members of the organization or members of the team. They are approachable. And you are approachable if you support your people, if you listen to your people, and if you respond to the needs of the people under your management. Another good trait of a great leader is accountability. Leaders are accountable. Yes, accountability is the act of holding yourself accountable to others to be an effective personnel in the workplace. Like, for instance, in my case, as a school head, I am accountable person to the learners. And yes, I am accountable person to the teachers, other personnel in school, and the entire school, including the properties. One of the major role of a school head is to provide leadership, direction, and coordination within the school, wherein the main focus is to ensure the quality of instruction, develop and maintain educational programs to promote the improvement of teaching and learning process in school. In the field of education, the challenges, the problems, and mistakes are part of system in the department. We all make mistakes. Even teachers do. Since teachers are entrusted to us as their leader, we are also a part of their mistakes. Your team's mistakes are your mistakes because you are their leader and everything are entrusted to you, including themselves. What is important in every mistakes is we in every mistakes that we have committed, we must know how to apologize. And of course, find the solution, the best solution to it. You are a responsible person to every mistakes committed in the workplace entrusted to you. But you are also the responsible person to every actions and happening in your place. But it is not about responsibility. It's about taking the next step to make things right. The great leaders are accountable for their actions as well as the actions of the people under their management or under their leadership. So, therefore, you have to help them. We have to guide them and have a care for them. Delegating tasks. Delegating tasks is another trait of a leader. They delegate tasks completely because it is an effective way of managing a team to have a smooth work process and effective time management. The big tasks will become easy to accomplish if everybody from the team got their chunks or give effort contribution to do it. However, in some cases, work delegation turns into laziness. People tend to take advantage of their authority or seniority to dump their work or responsibilities on others to make their lives easier. My dear participants, if you are a leader, it doesn't mean that you have to do the job of all people under you, but it is your task to influence them to do their job well. You have to empower them. And the best way to do it is to delegate the task and give them the trust. The great leaders must realize that they can't do everything by themselves. Leaders must focus on the most difficult tasks and delegate the rest to others. That's why the leaders must be one step or more ahead of his or her subordinates. You are a leader if you accomplish the most valuable tasks. This process of delegating also means fully trusting your teams to do the task without micromanaging their every move. Always remember that great leaders delegate the task to others and trust them to get the job done. The next is leaders are decisive. A lot of times, leaders have to make decisions. Making decisions that are well informed and time sensitive is a crucial part of being a successful leader. Decisive leaders seek out the appropriate information they need to make a good decision. Sometimes we are not sure if the decisions that we are going to make is good. In time like this, we have to understand the knowledge held by direct reports, by colleagues, and co-workers. And these resources will help you gather information before making a final decision. Although we are not sure with our decisions, once we have enough evidence, we should stick with it and do it with confidence. Like, for example, if you are a commander in chief of an army, your job as a leader is not always to make a right decision, but to make a decision in order to keep the platoon or the team together. Do you know why? Because wrong decision could be fixed, but a scattered team is a recipe for disaster, and we will not allow it to happen, right? because great leaders are decisive and confident in their decisions. Role model. A great leader must be a role model. They serve as a role model by being example. They do not, or they do what they expect of others. If you expect your team to work hard and produce great results, you're going to do the same because the attainment of your goal must be a shared responsibility of you as a leader and the people entrusted to you. Let me share this to you, our dear participants. When I was in college, I worked at Candy Maker Incorporated, and it was my part-time job that time. In the company, there were two managers. Our managers named Ma'am Luella and Sir Alvin. Ma'am Luella is very good in telling what to do, but she would always be in her office. We listen to her, but for some reasons, we are afraid of every time we have a concern. It is not easy for us to go to Ma'am Luella. We are afraid to her. And there were times that she is not satisfied with our work. Maybe because she doesn't place expectation for herself. On the other hand, Sir Alvin have a lot of leadership traits. In fact, there was a time that he fixed the trouble in the company. Instead of telling us what to do, in order to fix it, he is the one who do it. I also experienced that Sir Alvin helped us in a field when he was not busy. So as a result, we always give the best that we can be like he did. He also gained respect of everyone. So therefore, a role model lead by example and exhibit characteristics and traits that others hope to emulate because they respect and admire them. If you are a role model, the entire team will respect you. Our dear participants, let me end our discussion with a piece of realization nowadays. A sign of good leader cannot be defined by number of likes, number of hearts, number of cares in your posts, not even number of followers in your Twitter or Facebook accounts, but it is the number of leaders you create in your workplace. With that, thank you so much and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful presentation you share with our participants. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, after a short video clips, we come back with our question and answer session. Thank you, sir. Dear participants, it's our question and answer session time. You can send your question in our comment box. After question and answer session, we proceed to our certification process. So participants are requested to ask their question in the comment box. Sir, are you ready to answer the question? Sir, our first question from Jamila Jain. Hello, sir. I would like to ask, in every team or group, there are members who are not cooperating well. As a leader, what are your suggestions to handle this kind of complication?
Hello, Ma'am Jamila, Jean Geronimo. Um, it is normal in an organization that some members of the team were not cooperating well. But as a leader, we should know how to create a positive environment. Because a working environment is not just only the physical space, but it is a space that promote well-being and productivity of your subordinates. Maybe the reason they are not cooperating because of their feeling. If you wish to have a positive environment, it should begin to us as a leader. First, we have to show our positive facial expression and always meet our personnel with natural smile. Like what I have said a while back, smile costs nothing, but it creates much. As a leader, you have to do something in order for them to feel that they are in a happy and safe working place. As a leader, you should know the things that can contribute to the happiness of the people entrusted to us. And if they are happy, their cooperation will begin. They will become active and very cooperative if they know that they are happy.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Gary. The question is how to become approachable leader of an organization.
Yes, hello, Sir Gary. Thank you for your question. It is important to make an effort to be an approachable for a number of reasons, including the fact that it will help us to have a successful organization. Just be more likable and make people feel comfortable around us. When somebody talk to you, smile, make an eye contact with them, and listen attentively to make them feel that you are sincere to them. And also, you have to encourage feedback for all members and respond to their needs to build a more productive work environment. Sir Gary, let them feel that there's nothing to be afraid of and you are on their side to support them.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Marvin Bolivar. The question is why leadership fails at some point, resulting to the failure of the organization. And the second question is how can this be avoided? Thanks, sir, for the response.
Problems and challenges is a part of our leadership. And as a leaders, we should have a plan on how to solve it. Sometimes leadership fails, resulting to failure of organization. And in order to avoid it, you have to plan it well. As a leader, you should anticipate the problems, the challenges that are possible to happen. And as a leader, you should have a plan on how to solve it. Thank you, Sir Marvin Bolivar.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Evelyn Oifiri. Good evening, sir. What is the best way to do to leader that is close-minded? They only listen to their trusted one. So this is the statement. This is not question.
Oh, hello, Ma'am Evelyn Waperi. I think as a leader, we have to build a proactive organization. And if you want to build an organization with a proactive attitude among the members, you have to open the line of communication to everybody so that you can receive and hear the concerns and feedback from the people entrusted in your hands. A leader, um, sometimes um, the solutions to the problem will derive from the members. That's why you have to make them feel that they are the part of our team. You have to listen to their concerns, and if you do it, you must be very sincere. Thank you, Ma'am Evelyn Goperi.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Mary Lapley. The question is, does effective leadership come with age? And the second question is, can one lead effectively in spite of the leader being the youngest among the whole team?
Leadership is sometimes inborn, and age doesn't matter. Some of people are potential leaders. Some people are born to be a leaders, but some people are born as a leader. A young one can be an effective leader for as long as he or she have the traits that I have discussed earlier. And these traits, like um, radiating positive energy, like developing or building proactive attitude among co-workers, this is something that we learn on the training. If you have with this, no matter what is your age, you can be a leader.
Sir, our next question from Abdul Fatai. The question is how the leaders would use effective communication to their organization.
Leaders would use effective communication to their organization. Communication is very much important because the members of the organization can understand you if your communication is clear. You have to give them a very clear um, instruction in order for them to know the direction, the plan, and each of you in the team will understand if you have a clear or effective communication.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Joby Santos. The question is, what is the best strategy to motivate a team?
To motivate a team, you have also to radiate a positive energy with the members. And you can do it by you must be approachable, wherein if the members of the team has a problem, you are the person who is easy to lean on. So to motivate a team, sometimes you listen to what they said. You listen to what they need, and you respond to what they need. And aside from that, you have to express gratitude in every effort that they can give.
Thank you, sir. Today we have lots of questions. Our next question from Sherwin Suli. The question is it necessary to have the highest educational attainment in order to be primarily considered on the position of a leader?
Educational attainment, it only adds because some of the relevant information or knowledge can be get from the process of learning in your studies, but uh, it is not necessary. Once you have traits of a great leader that I have discussed a while ago, you can be a leader even you don't have a very high educational attainment.
Thank you, sir. Our next question also from Sherwin Suli. The question is how to deal with a leader who can't directly address concern to subordinates but use someone to inform the addresses.
How to deal with a leader who cannot directly address concerns to subordinate, but choose someone to inform to address. Okay. Mm, Sometimes in our field, the job of a leader is not to accomplish the job of 10 people, but sometimes we use other people in order to accomplish the task or achieve the goal. In your case, your leader develop another leader who he or she thinks he can perform the job.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Roy Disable. The question is what can you say about those leaders who always say if you can't accept the system, then feel free to go out from the organization or department?
Mm, I think you have to radiate positive energy to everyone because the system, there's nothing wrong about the system because we are part of a system. You are raising or complaining something wherein you to yourself is included to that. If you can't if your leader can't understand or can't explain the situation well, you, if you are a potential leader, you can act in order to influence your leader to become to so that you can explain your side.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you a lot for giving us a lots of question answer. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, we are very grateful to you for sharing your experience and giving us your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir. We
You're
hope, sir,
welcome.
we hope we'll meet together in another session in IGP platform. Dear participants, today our program name is the Great Leadership Traits and the code is IGP 5858. The code is IGP 5858. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime, and without an account on our website you can visit only, but you can do anything functionally. So to download your certificate you have to go to our website. Our website address is eduigp.com. First you have to create an account, then you have to enroll the program, then you have to put the today's program code, then you can download your certificate. After downloading your certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP checking. Thank you very much for attending today's webinar and make this webinar successful. We hope we'll meet together in our upcoming webinar. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.